Hi, Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 12 and today we are going to present our report about interviewing our choices entrepreneur.
This report is about an entrepreneur who has been interviewed to get a history of his travels starting his career as businessman. An entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business, carries most risks, and enjoy most reward.
The entrepreneur that we interviewed is Mr. Muhammad Shafi'i, who is an entrepreneur of Telaga Bunga in Bukit Bunga, Tanah Merah. Mr. Muhammad Shafi'i is a 33 years old former student from Management and Science University in Kota Baru, Kelantan. He is taking his diploma in culinary arts. He is married to his wife, Mrs. Suryani, and have 1 children. He also has been working in the culinary industry for 7 years.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Syukrina binti Siddiq. My metric number is F23A0517 and I'm from course SBF. For this section, I will explain together with my friend Nur Shakila. 3.0 Company Background. For this section, we have 5 parts. First, name of company. Second, type of business and industry. Third, target customers. Fourth, how does he run the business? And fifth, how many employees does he have? Next, I will explain about company background. Company background is a detailed description that provides insights into a company's origins, development, and current state. It also includes information about the company's history, mission, vision, products or service, financial status, achievements, future plans, and more. Next, 3.1 Name of company. The name of the company that we interviewed is Telaga Bunga. At first, the name Telaga Bunga was created by Encik Shafi'i's parents-in-law, who initially opened a restaurant that sold various types of Malaysian foods such as nasi lemak, nasi belauk, and roti canai. But after Encik Shafi'i parents-in-law stopped their business, Encik Shafi'i and his wife then take over the store that are left from his parents-in-law to open a cake shop with the same name. Then, 3.2 Type of business and industry. Type of business structure of Telaga Bunga is sole proprietorship, in which a single person does business under their own name or a trade name. In reality, the cafe that we interview is a little business. This is not like other business because of its limited scale, scope, and inventory. According to the interview, the business and industry categories of Telaga Bunga are sole proprietorships and food and beverage industry.
Next, we move to 3.3 Target customer. A target customer is a particular set of people or organization that a business want to reach with its good or service. It is also referred to a target market or target audience. The target customer of Telaga Bunga are not specified, is general. It is because cake are suitable for all kinds of people from kids to elders, as everyone celebrate birthday. Encik Shafi'i also mentioned that he was shocked because Telaga Bunga customer do not just came from nearby area but also come very far away from Bukit Bunga such as Kota Baru, Tumpat and Bachok. It displays how entrepreneurs consistently take excellent care of their customer and maintain control over the quality of their product and service. Next, we jump to 3.4. How does he run the business? We know that Mr. Shafi'i runs this cake shop together with his beloved wife. They face difficulty in selling because there is competition from other cake shops. They work on the sale of this cake with all their heart in terms of price, ingredient and producing the cake. He said the COVID-19 season changed everything in terms of the difficulty of starting a business again after COVID-19. Materials and capital need to be purchased and stored again. He is patient in rerunning this cake business and running as usual. As we navigate the post-pandemic world, the lesson learned from him will be a guide for future entrepreneurs, paving the way for more agile and innovative entrepreneurship. Next, 3.5. How many employees does she have? An employee is an individual who works part-time or full-time under a contract of employment, whether written or verbal, and has recognized rights and duties. During the interview with Telaga Bunga, the entrepreneur stated that he did not have any employees for the time being, as they do everything by himself together with his friend, with his wife. It is because they are short of income to hire employees and need to stabilize their business on their own first.
For my part, I'm going to talk about the entrepreneur before starting the venture. So, an entrepreneur before they going to start their own business, they have to go through some stages to ensure the successful of their own business. That stages include skill, knowledge, and experience. So, by having that, an entrepreneur can have chances to maintain, to sustain and have a successful in their own business, because that stages really help an entrepreneur in making a decision, in management, and then navigate challenges in business. Because in business, as we all know, that we have internal and external force factor that we have to handle. So by having that skill, experience, knowledge, an entrepreneur, it helps an entrepreneur to handle well in their business. So here we as a researcher going to study about Mr. Shafi'i bin Shukri before he started his own venture. So I'm going to talk about his working experience, role model and intention of being an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur before starting their own venture have to consider their working experience in order to can really manage their business well. So every entrepreneur have their own venture, their own journey to become a good entrepreneur as they are now. And same goes to Mr. Shafi'i, who figure behind Telaga Bunga, that he have a working experience in a Hotel Perdana in a pastry. So by working there, he as much help him to run his business cake. And then after the COVID-19 spread worldwide, he resigned and then decided to run a cake business with his wife, where his wife is actually used to run a shop that sells frozens, and then nasi lemak, and then roti canai. So it's helped them all together, so they combine their idea to run the Telaga Bunga. Before Mr. Shafiee involved in work field, he actually is a student of culinary arts in MSU, Management Science University. He applied that knowledge where he learned about management skill, human resources, and food safety, sanitation. He used that knowledge. He applied into their business, and plus he also gained experience from his industrial training during his studies. So he applied that knowledge and experience that he had into Telaga Bunga, and until now Telaga Bunga is sustained well. Next is a role model. Role model is a figure that gives inspiration or motivation to people before they start their own business. But for Mr. Shafiee, the motivation that gives up him to run a cake business is not someone figure. But for Mr. Shafiee, the motivation that helped him to really wanna run a cake business is that he already have some inventories from her old shops, from his wife's shop, where they have a freezer at the time. So knowing that run a cake business is not an easy, plus the inventory is really pricey, so he didn't even want to run cake business. But the thing is, when they want to run that cake business, and then the Kesedar, as known as Lembaga Kemajuan Kelantan Selatan, give them inventory such chili and some table for their shop. So this thing give motivation to Mr. Shafiee to run their cake business. And then another factor that make him really wanna run that business is because Telaga Bunga receive a lot of order cake from customers. So because before this, his wife used to bake a cake and then put at his shop, and then but for that time his wife is just sell in a slice, it's not in a one cake. And then after that they receive a lot of cakes order, and then so that's everything started. That is where everything started, where Mr. Shafiee start to run a cake business with his wife. So my last part is intention of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurial intention indicate the deliberate desire of running a business venture in future. So this intention influenced by some factors such as cultural and social interaction. Some entrepreneurs have an intention to sooner become an entrepreneur. So, as Mr. Shafiee is not used to that term because he accidentally jumped into business venture because of that COVID-19 virus hit worldwide. So he started to run a cake business. So the factor that he don't really want to involve in business because as for him, handling business is it's not an easy thing, especially in handling food, because food business food business have to take care of lots like qualities, cleanliness, and then because of that, he don't think he want to run a food business. And another factor that he didn't want to run a business because he need to deal with cakes ingredient dealer. In this rural area, he said that the price of cake material are not sustained because the external factor, which economy, that have inflation and deflation. So it's not easy to change the price, the cake price to customer. So this is the factor that he didn't think of being an entrepreneur. And plus, in this rural area, electricity is often failed because of the low supply in his area. Where if the electricity didn't run well, didn't function well, so the cake quality is getting disturbed. The quality of cake is not really good. So this is the factor that Mr. Shafi'i have no intention to run a business venture, even though his culture, where in Kelantan, they are very into business venture.
So I would like to continue the presentation in topic the entrepreneur at the time she started the venture. Here is for main topic that I do in this report, which is first resource that available before startup, any networking, risk orientation at early startup, and the last one is business plan. Okay, before starting the cake company, they carefully evaluated the resources that were already available in their restaurant. After a checkup, they found that they had table and freezers, which is they would need to launch to the new business. Next, for point number 2, by giving them table and cabinet for storing cake, Kesedah greatly increased telaga bunga operating. They were able to preserve their cake in better circumstances and guarantee that their goods were fresher for longer to the storage cabinet. Telaga bunga also had risk orientation at early startup because they need to encounter additional difficulties in obtaining raw suppliers, including uncontaminated water, cocoa powder, egg, cooking oil, and sufficient electricity. The amount and quality of cake that are made can be impacted by the difficulty in getting enough clean water. In a similar vein, cocoa powder is a necessary component of chocolate cake. Business plan. The long-term business plan of Telaga Bunga is focused on creating stable management, practice, and long-term operation. The objective to put in effective cashiering system and make sure there is enough electricity generated to meet their energy need. The mission is to establish mutual beneficial relationship with supplier, distributors, and other businesses in order to support their growth and sustainability objective. To sum up, Telaga Bunga's long-term business plan show their dedication to success and sustainable growth. That's all for me. Thank you.
Next is conclusion. This entrepreneur demonstrates a high competitive spirit and perseverance in dealing with various challenges in running a business. The courage to leave a fixed job and open his own business, the persistent effort to find raw materials, and the initiative to obtain help from outside were key factors in his business success. Despite facing challenges such as electricity problems and the difficulty of obtaining raw materials, these entrepreneurs are not easy to give up and continue to look for solutions to ensure that the business can operate smoothly and meet the needs of customers.